Hello everybody, ThatKid11 here with another amazing video. Today I'll be trying to recreate the Smiler in Planet Coaster 2 with the very little knowledge that I have of the ride. Let's get right into it. So I start off by building the little twist loop thing at the beginning. Not sure why they have this, but it's there. And it goes straight into a chain lift. Very, very slow chain lift. Foreshadowing. Then it goes into this drop right here, which is also an inversion. Again, not sure why they have this, but it's there. As you can see here, I'm struggling to get this loop correct. I'm also not very familiar with the Planet Coaster 2 menu. As you can see here, I built the loop. That's not actually there in the real ride. I just only seen like 2 POVs of this. Decided it would be good to make a video on it. Yeah. I am now building some curves. You know, they twist back and forth. That is not in the actual ride. As I said before, I am very low knowledgeable about this ride. Very low knowledge. No, what would that be? That would be like, I have very little knowledge of this ride, if you can't tell already. I did get some elements correct. A lot of them I got wrong, though. Right here, I'm building the part where it just, starts curving around the rest of the track, and it goes through some of the loops and stuff like that. I'm trying to build a brake section right here. I had to go through and smooth everything just to make sure that nothing is like jerky and all that. It only has 10 inversions, so I definitely screwed that one up. It does exceed G-force limits, and it is too scary, which I'm not surprised. There is a lot of loops. Alright, we go down. I accidentally made that spin the wrong way. Go around, go up, and up, and up. It is very slow. And we finally get to the top. Go down this little dip right here. Very, very slowly. And then we go into our first inversion. And then our second inversion. And then we go through this. I believe it's called a bat wing. Come over here. Around town. Go up this loop. Barely make it over. And then we go into the sped up version. And more inversions, as always. And into the brake run. That was my first POV. As you can probably tell, it's not very good, so I had to go back through and fix some stuff. As you can see here, I am experimenting with the number of cars and trains that I can add. I don't know why I did this I think I forgot I was recording. ADHD brain. I seriously don't know what I'm doing here. What? I think I found a glitch and I was trying to, yeah. Anyway. And then it turns out that it doesn't actually work with 3 cars. So I don't know what I was doing here.
Saoirse?
I am changing the time and I don't know why. Yeah, like I said, I am not familiar with the Planet Coaster 2 layouts, though. And the first cart doesn't make it over. And then they start crashing into each other. And this is the moment that I realize they're not heavy enough. So I needed to add more cars, less trains. That goes through very nicely, very perfectly. It goes up there. I make the brake run longer because it is very short, and once you get into the station, it is very snappy. It like instantly stops you, and that would really hurt your neck in real life. This is the moment that I realized that the booster section was too fast, and I needed to slow it down so that it didn't go through the entire thing too quickly. This is the second and final POV. Still going up. Very, very slow. Finally at the top, go down this little dip again. Straight into the inversion. Right down there, into the bat wing. Up, bend over. Through this roll. Up here. Barely makes it over. Goes straight into the booster section. That one also barely makes it over. Spins around. Goes down. Ooh, another loop. Inversion. And into the brake run. Beautiful, beautiful. Very smooth. Not very accurate. Overall, I'd give this one like 3 out of 5 stars. Not very accurate, but in the end, it is the Smiler. It's got mostly the same layout and style and speed and all that. Now I am getting a new pre-built Smiler model coaster ready so that I can compare them. This one is much more accurate, I can tell you that. Start off, go down that dip again, just like in the other one. Go into the first inversion, just like mine. Up the very, very slow chain lift. Although this one is faster than my chain lift. Again, with the ADHD brain, I got distracted by the other cars. I was very confused as to why and how it was just sitting there. And yeah, go down the inversion, up and over, somewhat accurate to what I had. Missing that one. There is a bat wing, wrong spot though. Up and over a loop. Second part of the back wing, bat wing. Same loop that I had for the most part. This is the part that I was looking at the other train where it had stopped up here. I still am very confused about why it stopped here. I don't know that it actually does this in the real ride, but it does it in the game. A very long pause. And we go down this dip. And we go up and over, just like I had. Yeah. Over a loop and another loop. And an airtime hill. Beautiful, beautiful. I can never remember what this one's called. And then into another inversion. Another roll. Do a turn. To the brake run. Beautiful, beautiful. That is very accurate to what I had. Definitely very accurate. Here's a side-by-side of the two. You can compare them. The top video is sped up to about 2x speed, so for real time, slow it down to 0.5 speed. I sped it up because the two videos need to end at the same time. Beautifully timed right into the station, both at the same time. Wait a minute, do you hear that? I think that's the Planet Coaster 2 gods talking. What's this? They told you to subscribe. Gotta listen to the Planet Coaster 2 gods. Everybody, have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share with a friend, and watch all my other videos. It really helps out a ton, and I hope you have a good day again. Peace.